watching Southwest London television with me, Alex Willis-Bray. Now I'm at Pure London in Kensington Olympia for a very special report. Today I'm with legendary fashion designer and no ordinary dame who's celebrating 50 years in fashion. It's Zandra Rhodes. You've been through the decades from 60s miniskirts, 70s flares, 80s punk, 90s, the whole lot. Which was your favourite era as a fashion designer?
I don't have a favourite. Now tonight we're actually showing 6 of my classic Zandra Rhodes, including a punk one, including a quilted one with all the points, beaded. So we're going to start from my first collection in 1969 and show all that. But today's very exciting because we've been launching the new People Tree collection that is actually from prints that I designed in the late 60s. I love Safia, the founder's whole thing about how she cares about the environment as well as what we're wearing. And it's been great because we looked through one of my old books on my designs from when I started in the early 60s at Royal College and then going through to the early 70s. And she picked wonderful ones like this one with car, which is Lady Penelope's car from Thunderbirds Ago. Then I did a collection on medals and I went to the Imperial War Museum and drew these lovely medals with their ribbons hanging from them. And this is just this lovely little starry classic t-shirt dress. This is one from my Warhol pop art period, again of the early 60s, and with the explosions go wow and pow. But this is a much smaller version with little checks and things.
Where do you get your inspiration and constant inspiration to make such stunning pieces?
A lot of it is when you accidentally manage to get away, like in fact going with Safia on a trip a year ago, and while we're doing that I do quick sketches, so I do sketches of different things I see, and I'm lucky enough to get away, so I'm lucky enough that something will come from it.
One thing I have to ask you about is your damehood, and you're going to be picking that up this week. I mean, how did you feel when you were first told about that?
I was very, very excited. I mean, I am a royalist. I think the Queen does an amazing job that she doesn't get enough credit for. Although, if I was the Queen, I'd wear a crown all the time. I'd have a bald spot because it would be there on my head, whatever.
You're known for your, stunning, bold prints and colours and your statement jewellery. I mean, how would you describe your signature style?
It would be wonderful to think that I was the mother of the whole, let's say, the print explosion, because I do think prints are quite wonderful, and computers have enabled a lot of people to do what I actually do in my own print factory attached to the Fashion and Textile Museum that I founded. There's always print going on, and so it's just lovely. And looking around the room today with the People Tree and the different prints that I've done for them on all her girls, and all of them looking different and all of them looking fabulous.
Where did the pink hair come from?
I had green hair, but it used to, after a week, it looked like old grass, really. It didn't look particularly stunning. And then I went on a trip to China. I was one of the first groups that went into China when they were still had no makeup on, and they still were wearing army uniform and navy blue Mao suits. And I came back and did a collection, and I did the collection in gorgeous pale green and bright red, and I went, red China, I'm dyeing my hair red. Well, pink's the nearest thing to it. So basically, we have China to thank.
You created pieces for a number of celebrities, Kylie Minogue, Helen Mirren, Queen, and Freddie Mercury and Princess Diana. I mean, those are completely contrasting, characters to have designed for. How did that come about?
I had a shop in Mayfair, and Princess Diana actually walked in there with her friend Fergie at that time, and she'd say, well, I have to have that wrapped that much more because you can guarantee when I get out of the car there'll be a photographer waiting to see my dress. you know, and it might go up too far or something. And Freddie Mercury, I got a phone call saying that they would like to commission some clothes, and I said, well, come. I only had a funny little studio in Bayswater. They came round late at night, and I said, try those on, and Freddie tried on this pleated wedding top. And I said, move around how you'll look when you're on the stage. And that's really the story behind that one.
Well, that's all we've got time for. Hopefully you enjoyed this very special report. I'm Alex Willis-Bray. You've been watching South West London TV.